Hello, and welcome to Japanese Craft Beer Reviews. Here we are, and we're going to look at a beer today that is not Japanese, but is from that wonderful beer country, Belgium. Not just a beer country, but a country that makes wonderful, wonderful beer. And the brewery we're going to look at today is called St. Bernardus. St. Bernardus Brewery in Watteau, Belgium, which is in the Flemish area, Flanders. And they have kind of a complicated history. Apparently, in the early 1900s, the Trappists there left for France because of tax reasons. Not very clear exactly why, but they eventually they took up cheese making and then later moved back to France. A man named De Koninck, who, of course, you may know the beer De Koninck, took over their dairy and their cheese making. After World War II, De Koninck was invited by the monks to start brewing, and he brought a Polish brewer to come who brought St. Sixtus yeast, which is the famous Westphalater strain. And they had a license agreement with Westphalater for a number of years, and the last one ran for 30 years, from 1962 to 1992, and then it unfortunately expired and was not renewed. So in 1998, though, they kind of renovated their facilities, and since then they've become quite popular, and you see their beers quite often around different areas of the world, including Japan. Certainly in America, you can find their beers quite easily. On Rate Beer, there are 38 beers listed, 30 different beers listed, and on Untapped, 27, but a total of over 1 million ratings, and the average is 3.82. And they make a number of beers, but their best known are their Wit or Blanche, Pater 6, Prior 8, Triple, Apt 12, and Christmas Ale. And those are the 6 most popular or best known beers from St. Bernardus. And I have reviewed the Christmas Ale, and I'll put a link to it in the description here. And I'll also put some pictures of the other beers right here, right now. And we're going to look at 3 beers from them in order: the Pater 6, and the Prior 8, and the Triple. So let's get ready to take a look at those. And here we are with another beer from St. Bernardus, and this one is called St. Bernardus Tripel, and it is a triple. One of the Rate Beer beer classifications. And triple is extensively as a Belgian style for sure. And this is 8% and 30 international bittering units. So it should be up there in terms of body, alcohol, and hops. On Rate Beer, this one is in the top 50 for its style. In fact, it's listed at number 17, highest rated triple in the world. And on Rate Beer, it has 3,322 ratings when I checked, and the average was 3.86, and 98 percentile for all beers on Rate Beer, and 99 for its style triple. Untapped, there were 138,056 ratings, and the average was 3.77, so a tick lower. 398 yen at the store, which is not a bad price these days for a good beer. Prices are going up, and now you're paying 600, 700, 800 yen for decent craft beer, and I think we call this craft, yeah, Trappist craft, Abbey craft, and I have rated this before, but it's been 9 years or so. So in any case, so this contains malt, hops, and sugar, as many high gravity Belgian beers include candy sugar or rock sugar to increase the alcohol level without adding a ton of body. So let's give this one a go, shall we? Looking forward to this. I haven't seen this in a long time. So there, you know, some world-class triples out there. You could get, you know, Westmalle would be the one that I would recommend. That would really something. And she made red. People often classify that as a triple. I'm sorry, she made blue. Yeah. So, you know, a Grand Reserve. Okay. This is a very pretty, very lightly cloudy, sort of medium pale straw, and it is bubbling up quite fast and furiously. Very often these get a secondary fermentation in the bottle with some extra sugar to get it going, and the carbonation really starts popping. Okay. Clearly Belgian ale yeast. Something lightly smoky. Something like maybe honey. Definitely the yeast is the primary note. Something funky in this. I'm sure they don't use Brett. Well, I don't think they do use any wild yeast in it. Definitely there's something quite funky to it. It is certainly not out of date. Okay. Okay, right away it starts out with a sharp, sort of tangy fruitiness. Sliced peaches. Something zippy, too. Gets quite bitter in mid-palate then. The yeast kind of, there's little yeast bites as well. And I guess that's what the funkiness I'm getting is from the yeast. I'm sure it's not a wild yeast, but so you get little bursts of fruit throughout it, and it's smooth. It doesn't really, it's not rough at all in the tongue. Yeah, this is really something. It's number 17 for its style. I would prefer Westmalle over this actually, but this is quite good. So you might want to check this out. St. Bernardus is widely available around the world. They export quite a bit, and so you see this man's smiling face. You might want to pick up a bottle of this and take it home and try it out. Okay. Once again, St. Bernardus Tripel, a top 50 triple on Rate Beer, 8% and 30 international bittering units. It's quite an experience. Please do give it a go, and subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you think about St. Bernardus beers. If you're a beer fan, you've probably seen them in the stores. You probably had them too. So let's have a little conversation. Hope to hear from you. Take care. Bye-bye.